Carried by her husband, Ateliano, and a few local men. As kids, we were told by her sisters that she was mata'ola, full of life, alert, enthusiastic, highly driven. But also, a lot of the times, with her twin brother, they always got into trouble with the boys, especially her, because she never, ever, ever backed down from an argument with boys.
Yeah.
Educated in Canberra from the age of 14. Devoted her life to God at the age of 20. She entered the Sisters of Nazareth at 24 and became a Catholic nun. And yes, can you imagine it? In the heat, the full ensemble. She would say to us, the nieces and nephews, when she is unhappy with any of our responses or our behavior. Say, open your mind, be alert, sharpen your skills. She used to say, and always, every time she saw us, education is the key to success. Education was her passion. She traveled the world. Round table there, meetings there, conferences here, all over for education. Relentless single-mindedness to improve the lives of children from the Pacific supported her actions to change education policies in the Pacific. In particular, Tokelau Island.
Yeah.
Birth.
Yeah.
She made changes to policies that actually increased the rate of success for Tokelau students all over the Pacific that were sent out to get education. As a director, as a director of education in Tokelau Island in the 80s, she started changing many pathways and opened up the labor skills for the Tokelau labor force. Which meant, because in those days, it was only administration to work for the government. For the rest of the village, you're lucky if you have money, because there was no resources. Her policies not only changed the lives of students, but also generations of leadership of women. Her voice of encouragement either waken you up because you got no choice, or you run the other way. You got no choice. She always did not hear. If she ever heard a young person talk about giving up, oh, I feel sorry for that young person. Because what she used to say is,
Yeah.
be strong, stay focused for education. Stay focused on your education and stay focused on your God and church. For many years, she helped countless kids realize and achieve their life's vocation. Then you can imagine it at the Pacific. You're lucky if you do, right? As a school principal, she helped many families make sure that their kids get an education. Because education was not free in those days. And can you imagine the economy? No resources. Where do you get the money from? Often, she was the only female in a community rugby meeting. Right? A nun. With men. Her strategic thinking and drive for a better future for the kids actually helped Tokelau Island unite closer by opening up opportunities for all kids. Not just the kids of her family, not just the kids of her atoll, but everyone's family.
Yes.
Because that was not the case before that. And it was mainly men that were in the leadership same role. But I also, when I think of her and her work, I remember Maya Angelou's quote. A leader sees greatness in other people. Not just you, other people. You pick up other people and take them with you. A person with a warrior's heart, spirit, character. Often, believe this, often in Nukunonu, which is akin to state government conferences here, and also including the whole of the Tokelau Island government conferences. She stood alone in front of men. All these conferences are men. So she stood in front of conferences and brought attention to women's issues. Issues like domestic violence.
Yes.
And family violence.
Yes.
Because it didn't just happen today. It's been happening. She also brought attention to women's lack of voice in government.
Yes.
So what happened? A few years later, by then she'd already passed away. A few years later, women's groups got representation in government conferences every time they had it. I would like to end this by comparing, because the Western Australia is hard landscape, and I'm not a poet, as you can see. I'd like to end it by, like a flower, a wildflower, right? Her courage and fearless attitude and nature stood out in the crowd. Not just the Pacific crowd. Should see her in meetings and conferences in New Zealand and Australia. It's just a nun in a habit in front of men. Her name? Sr Juliana Perez.
Yeah.
First name, Aunty Nila Temoli Perez.
Yeah.
A remarkable woman in our lives. Oh, hatiha! Hatiha mai Tokelau! Hatu pai pai,
Hatu pai pai o te kai.
Puaki mai ko ke potoa o kutamanai Ke tango tonu tu au ki hai wao te matane E mai te tauhapa ki te loloto te mohana ko te tau tai poto E tau napa ki te tupulanga Puaki mai ko ke potoa o kutamanai Ke tango tonu tu au ki wai wao tamatane E mai te tauhapa ki te loloto te mohana ko te tau tai poto E tau napa ki te tupulanga
Te wia haka pe ko e katahai pe wate te E o katau wa tau hei loa Kai ki te au mana mea E vena ta kukikila I toku i e tau hikaiga E tapahea ki te kahui lo tala o te pahina Puaki mai ka ke pato o kumatua e Ke tango tonu au ki nono ngā te o tu pae pae Au mimi hai te matahanga Umukuka ki na mea lalanga Hoka hino mai Ke manui a toku o langa Puaki mai ko ke
Holi mai ka tamana e Haka tonu mai ka hoi e we Ko koe he i ta pekeke Tuku mutu mai ko tata mai Ko tō mālohi e kue vai vai Ana tu koe kai vai au matau tai Te tala mai manuko iei te tangi natu ai Te hia haka pe Veko he kataha i te wātea tea E haka tau wā tau hei loa Kai ki tea umana mea E vena tāku ki kila I toku huia tau hi kāinga E tapahea ki te kāwila tala o te pāhina Te hia haka pe Veko he kataha i te wātea tea E haka tau wā tau hei loa Kai ki tea umana mea E vena tāku ki kila I toku hia tau hi kāinga E tapahea ki te kāwila tala o te pāhina E vena tāku ki kila I toku hia tau hi kāinga E tapahea ki te kāwila